sometimes you just have to risk losing your man card. And I'm going to do that right now by saying that this is probably the most beautiful thing I've ever watched. If you have not watched it, we'll talk a little bit about it without spoilers, but then we're going to do spoilers later on. If you're on the fence, if you're going through videos trying to think, I keep hearing about this one, but I'm not sure, watch it. If you like feeling feeling all the feels, getting emotional, you like these movies pulling on your heartstrings, this one does it. It is not it's not really a straightforward love story. There's no people who are in love and trying to find each other, longing for each other, reaching out for each other. How can we be together? There's none of that. It's just two people who randomly meet. Didn't want to meet, didn't even know each other existed. Randomly meet, get to know each other, get to know their lives, their friends, the people who surround them, and have this desire to want to meet because they get to know each other without even being in the same city. And so, again, they're not really falling in love, or at least that's not what the movie portrays. It's not about love. It's just about two people who get to know each other, two random people in the world, and they want to meet. But there's something keeping them from meeting. And that's all I'm going to say for no spoilers. It is worth it. It is worth it. The first half, it's only what, an hour and 40 some minutes. The first half is basically us learning about the characters as they learn about each other. And then right about the 50-minute mark, that's when the emotions start to hit. That's when the story really cranks it up. And it's just like, oh, can't take it, can't take it. So go watch it. Go watch it. Come back and complain if you don't like it. But I would put money on most people I know liking this. Even if they're not an anime fan, I'd say watch this story. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So we're going to go to spoilers now. Spoiler time. Spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. I liked how this started out. What? You have the little intro part. But when the girl first wakes up, and we realize that it's not the girl, it's what's his name, Tagi in her body. And you just get the brief moments in her bedroom, but then I like how it cuts to the downstairs. And we still think, oh, he's going to come down in her body. But nope, we've already changed to when she's back in her own body. That was very nice, very clever. Nice, quick switcheroo there. And from there, it's your typical thing, right? They're in each other's bodies. Tagi in her body. Every morning, the sister opens the door. You sure do love touching your boobies. Man, that is hilarious. And then, of course, when they start making the rules with each other, like no taking showers. And then he's that one morning, he's like, no, for her, I won't. But most of that was just all right, right? Because he works at that restaurant. But when it's her and she gets in with the boss, and she's like, oh well, this boy is a bit different, right? He's got a feminine side, someone I can relate to. And so that's kind of normal. And then when he's at school with her, and it was just so. I was going along, I was like, okay, there's some funny moments, there's some good stuff here, but yeah, so. Then we get to that point where he tries to call. I think I got this right. He tries to call, right? Oh, the person you're calling is out of service range. And then he goes out to try to find where she is. He has all these images of the town, of course, that he's been in. And he finds out it's this town. They go up there and boom, 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 it's gone. And that's when we find out, oh, it's 3 years. There's a gap. Is that when we find out, or we find out before? I think it's then. It must be then, right? Because that's the only way, because he thinks she's still there. And that's when his messages on the phone, he's like, I've got her journal, the messages. And it starts like glitching out and poof, gone. And you're just like, that was a big moment, because you're really thinking, okay, well, how in the world can we solve that? She's gone. We've reached that point in time where even though they're on different time periods, what he knows and what she's doing in her time, it reaches that end point for her, literally. And what can you do? There's no more switching. She's gone. So that was a big, like, oh my goodness moment. Um, I'm trying to think of where this goes from there. When exactly she, because it's, oh, he has to go down. That's right. He has to go down and drink the sake. And he goes back into her body. But that's when she goes into his body. How weird is it for her to wake up in his body and see her whole town gone? Like, what in the world is going on here? That moment for me, I was just like, oh, you just feel it for her. Like, the mind blown doesn't even begin to describe it. We get that moment where she tells her sister, I'm going to go into Tokyo for a few hours. And yeah, stupid me, I forgot about the whole time change. It's like, yeah, go meet him. And then she meets him and he's just like, excuse me, who are you? And you're just like, oh, yeah, the time difference. She is living 3 years before. He doesn't even know this is all going on in her time. Which again, you're just like, that's heartbreak, heartache for her. She's like, I've been talking to this boy. I know this boy. What is going on here? That is crazy. Crazy stuff. We get that golden hour moment up on like the rim of the crater where they're kind of walking by each other. You get the jingling of the bells. They're going to write their names for each other. And it is such a good moment how it's instant. She writes that one line for her name and then it, like, there's no smooth transition. It's just pen drops. And even you watch it and you're like, whoa, what just happened? And like, no, like the moment for her to disappear is like, no misty fog fading out. No, it's just, oh, come on. That was good stuff. Good job, movie. Then we go to her trying to save the town, but it's the guy in her body, right? Trying to save the town. See, I'm getting all screwed up. Anywho, she, him, whoever, trying to save the town. They set off the explosives. They do the emergency broadcast systems. It's all looks like it's going well, but then boom! Hey, what are you doing in here? Oh, she got caught. And that guy, he's like, no, we're not done. The people, we can still get these people out of here. Nope, he gets caught too. She's running, trying to go and gets to her dad's house. And this whole part with them trying to do this, the broadcast, the guy on the streets, her riding her bike, falling off, and the music is building up. It's perfect. It's all perfect. When we get to the part, she goes in her house, and I forget how much more of the song, the lyrics, but the lyrics are just going, the singing, which I went back and I listened to that song. That song about, remembering you, burning your image into the back of my eyes. Let's just stay here in this moment, when we're here in life. No, not just this life, but all future lives with you. And then it's perfect how they do this. He holds that long note as the piece of the comet's coming down. And the song ends. We see the hillside and then silence. A couple seconds of silence and then and the images we get with the desolation, you just sit there in silence watching it. I just sat there just like, because she was in her dad's house, or I guess her house, or was it his office? And you're like, well, they're gone. They tried. She's gone. Got a second chance. She's gone. You're like, what? What do we do now? What do we do now? Somehow they got out of there. The timing between when she was in with her father and then when that comet came down, it was just enough for them to get out of there. Because we flashed to 5 years later, they pass on that bridge. Remember, he turns around. She doesn't look back. He starts to walk away. Then she turns around. And they had that very, very wide shot of them walking opposite directions. And she turns around and you're just like, look back. Oh, not yet. Not going to give it to us yet. Then on the subway, They see each other on the passing trains. I don't know how they both got on their trains and were just running around the area and found each other, unless they got off on the same stop and then were able to go down their opposite stairs and were just running around like the block where that station was by. Don't know how they found each other. They stop and they look. I don't know if it's like Japanese culture or what, not to be able to just be blunt and forward with somebody when you see it. It's like, hey, is that you? You know, they kind of see each other and they, oh, we have to be proper and polite, pass each other, but turn around, we see each other. We still have to be proper and polite. We can't just, a boy can't just, ask questions of a girl can't just, I don't know. I'm assuming it's something to do with the culture. And then they're just like, I forget if they say anything first, but that they say at the same time, what's your name? Da-da-da-da. Yeah. I tell you what, though, with a lot of these shows and movies, I actually watched this like a week ago, and I lost like all the feels, and I had to go back and watch it today. I watched it a little bit during my break at work, and then when I got back home, and I was a little worried, like, oh man, it's not gonna have the same feeling. I'm gonna know what's happened, but it did. The second time had just as much emotion, if not even a little more, because I skimmed through the first part, relearning some of the things and remembering, oh yeah. And then when the moments hit at the end with the comet, and again the music is perfect for this, and it still hit. It still hit the emotional points it was trying to hit. This was beautiful, beautiful. The one thing I wondered about, I didn't think about this. I don't think I thought about it during my first watch through, but today I was definitely thinking it. How do they not know they're in separate years? It's only 3 years. And I'm thinking, especially when you're in Tokyo and you're walking around, maybe you see the signs, the electronic signs with advertisements, and sometimes it would flash up time and date. Maybe you would see it. But really, if you're walking around in a big city and you're used to living there, well, see, she wasn't used to living there. She would have been looking at everything. No matter how many times she went back, she probably would have stopped and been like, wow, I can't believe I'm seeing this again. There had to be a time pop-up. When she's working at the restaurant and you print the receipts, must be a date. But again, you're probably not even thinking that. This person you're switching with, it's close enough. 3 years, technology is enough that you're like, okay, it's the same time. Same with him when he's in her body and they're talking about the comet. But see, now I'm thinking while I'm talking out loud. When he's in her body, and even when she's normal, there's the comet coming. Why in Tokyo are they're not talking about the comet, right? I don't know. I'm confusing myself because they're all standing there in Tokyo watching it, but surely that must be back in time 3 years ago, and he's remembering those moments? I don't know. I have really confused myself, so I'm going to stop. All I can say is, besides that tiny little flaw of me wondering, how do they not know, hey, when I'm me, it's 2025. When I'm her, it's 2022. I don't know. Because even in school, the teacher would maybe write down the date, or there'd be like posts up on the wall about school events and the dates. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Doesn't change the fact that if I had to rate this, I'm not into rating, but this would be a perfect 10 out of 10. It gives you exactly what you want. It leaves you. There's a couple moments of just like, oh, yeah, oh no. Yeah, it was great. Better ending than I won't spoil this one for you, but I watched Look Back. Ended better than Look Back. Another good one if you want some good emotional situation with people. So yeah, this one, amazing. I could sit here and talk for another 5 minutes and only say amazing, 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 amazing. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Go watch it. If you've seen it, let me know what you thought. Post your favorite moments or comment about your favorite moments, what you liked, maybe something I didn't mention. If you have not, or I guess if you have not watched it, you already stopped watching. So I'm going to stop here. Right now, I will tell you I'm currently watching Monster from 2004, about the surgeon who saves that kid's life. I think I am like 10 episodes in out of 74 episodes, so expect to see some videos about the progress as I watch that. And then I want to try to catch a couple other movies here soon. So Monster and some other movies will be coming up. Like I said, please comment down below, like and subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. Always, even if you don't want to comment about the show, recommendations. I always welcome recommendations as I'm trying to get a better footing into anime beyond, the big ones everybody's heard of. So I've already found some good ones, really enjoying it. So please do let me know what else I should be watching. Stick around for the next video, and I'll see you then.